Hey, you ever see one of those garages that's perfect, polished, everything hung neat and organized, right where it's supposed to be? Yeah, not even close. Hey everybody, this is Ryan and welcome in to the Homestead Garage. That's right, the Homestead Garage. My old, new, old channel. And I just want to take a minute to say, welcome in. Welcome into the Homestead Garage. No polished floors, no $10,000 professional tool sets. Just a guy who has to fix things. Just a guy who has a long list of projects that he's never gotten to and keeps promising that one day he will. And if that's you, you're in the right place. This isn't no textbook garage. This is things have to get fixed. And I've been almost a year since this idea was originally created. Introduced it to my friends at 10 Killer YouTuber Meetup last spring. And here we are in this spring, fresh off the heels of the Okie Homestead Expo. And for those of you who do know me from the Farm to Table show, that I usually do with my brother Keith, well, this is Ryan's channel. Anyway, as you can see behind me, my garage is not perfect. And in fact, it's become more of a storage than a garage. I had intention to add on. Let's see what we got over here where the tractor's parked. Haven't got there yet. And you see the tires on the roof? Yeah, that's from a windstorm. And well, I did the old Arkansas, Oklahoma redneck fix. And as you can see, this junk pile behind me has lots and lots of work that has to get done to it. And listen, this spring is the time that we're going to get started. And I figured the only way I'm going to get started is to just dig in. And I'm going to bring you along on the journey so that you can see the transformation from this disaster to what will be the finished product. Now, most of us have those kind of garages, if we're being honest, or a storage building, or dreams of those things. Well, the only way I was ever going to get this fixed was to bring y'all along with me. And I had a whole list of projects that have got to be done around here. I've got golf carts, I've got generators, I've got equipment that needs to be repaired so it can be used or sold. I've got vehicles, I'll show you those here in just a second, that have got to be worked on. Over to the other side of me over here is where my daughter and son-in-law live. Yeah, he's got projects too. One of them's to my right. I'll show you this thing in a minute. The other is his own truck he's driving. Anyway, y'all guys are going to get to see a lot of cool stuff. I hope you guys come along for the journey. And listen, there's no skill level too low or too high to not have fun here with us at the Homestead Garage. And listen, I've got some big plans for a chicken tractor. I got plans for maybe some solar. I've got to get my air compressor, all those things wired in. This whole thing has got to get wired. We've got to add on a tool room. That's going to be one of our first big projects, is a 12 by 12 tool room so that this disaster behind me can have a place to go. Toolboxes, workbenches, welder, compressor, etc. All has to have a home. And listen, guys, man, have I got a job. Y'all won't believe this. You're going to have to hang on just a second, and I'm going to take you around and I'm going to show you some of the projects that are awaiting me. Now, this little project I'm going to show you right over here, this was a fun little project. Let me get those out of my way. Oh, yeah. Yes, here we go. Now, that little thing right there on the ground, that's not a project. Those are parts. That was a yard cart that I thought it was a real good idea to move something way too heavy on. So it's going to be parts. No. Oh, that's an Oklahoma Joe. That's one of the old ones right there. The thing actually works. But anyway, we're going to clean that up too. But no, see this right here? See this right here? There's my kid's place over in the background. See this right here? This here is a golf cart. That's right, a golf cart. Bought it for my wife. Daughter, granddaughter, thinking, oh man, we'll get that around there. Needs batteries. Needs batteries, guy. I think that's all it needs. Bought it unknown for sure at an auction. We're going to see. Oh yeah, see that wood pile? Yeah, that's been there for a while now. Got to get that cut up too. See, I'm so far behind. And oh yeah, Scotty, if you're out there, my buddy at Lone Cross, Scotty, you know, yes, I'm still working on the kitchen too. Yeah, my house is in a renovation. Has been for 2 years. Y'all will probably get to see some of that too. So y'all guys are going to get a real treat. But the golf cart needs batteries. Wife said you can't work on that until you work on the kitchen. so the golf cart sits. But we're going to sneak it in, okay? Now, I told you. Now listen, my yard is starting to look like a used car lot. See the black car there? Yeah, that pile needs everything. It does run, sort of. It does drive, although it's scary. But anyway, long story behind that one that we're not going to share today. Beside that there is one of my daughter's Chevy Tahoe. Got some problems. We're working on that this weekend. We'll have the cameras on and y'all guys will get to see that project as we do it. Now, if you're a good dad or a good mom, and you try to be, okay, daughter's vehicle is down. So she's got the wife's car. What does the wife do? The wife takes my truck, all right? Okay, because they can't. Now let's turn this around here. See this? See this right here? This is a 1998 Chevy Tahoe Sport, 2-door. Belongs to my son-in-law over there. I'm borrowing it. So it's rolled downhill. So that's what happened. That's we're going to see what we do with that. That's a project he started on. He's moved off of it. We're going to see what's going to happen. Okay. Now I'm going to turn you around because you don't need to see that pile of stuff. Let's go for a walk. See those wheels? That's for that abomination of a car out there. Anyway, see that tree? It likes to shed things. Yep. All right, Sadie. Y'all will get to meet Sadie a lot. Sadie's our dog. She's awesome. See, there she is in the background. She'll hide. She's camera shy. She'll just hide behind me, but she wants petting. All right, one quick little project. You know that yard cart I showed you a while ago? That yard cart needs parts off of the other one, and this is much better. You see the trampoline? That's for the grandkids, and behind it in the background, you might get a sight of my travel trailer. That's a big concrete slab. That's where I eventually want the real shop. But let's see if we can see. We're not going up there. Okay. As you can see, way back up on the hill here is some trailers. And up there, that is my pile of stuff. That's a big old hillside. That's a pile that's out of sight, out of mind. That's everything. There's fence, there's building materials, there's wheels and tires and implements and just everything that a guy doesn't need to have just laying around. But he's got to have it laying around for that project that just might need. I mean, literally, there's like some dog kennel hutches that would be perfect for rabbits. I don't know. There's some other broken things. I don't know. Guys got to get to it. But anyway, so we're going to be working on a wild variety of projects here on the Homestead Garage. But I wanted to welcome y'all in, invite you in, and you know, almost a year into this deal, get a little video going that y'all guys might want to see. Now I'm walking you around, so let's go out here. I showed y'all these vehicles from a distance, but you got to see this. You got to see this. I mean it. You got to see this because only a video can explain this. See this? See? Missing fenders, missing grill, missing bumper cover. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. See that? Yeah. That's because some previous owner rear-ended somebody and they didn't put it back together right. And I got major problems. Anyway, inherited mess, but we're going to do the best we can with it to make this thing happen. So guys, you've gotten a glimpse kind of around my homestead a little bit. It's a little small place. I hadn't showed you everything. There'll be plenty of time for that down the road, I hope. But anyway, guys, hope this introduces you to the concept. Because let me tell you about the concept of the Homestead Garage. My name is Ryan. If you would, hit the old like, subscribe, share, you know, all those little buttons that we hit down there in the bleep, bleep, bleep in the comments. I don't know, because here's what we're going to do. You're going to see implements get fixed. You're going to see golf carts get worked on, cars get worked on, trucks get worked on, swing sets built, chicken coops built. Whatever we got to work on around here, you guys are going to get to come along and see how to do it, how not to do it. I don't know. All I know is I have set things on fire before. Grinder wheels have come apart. I've thrown things. Maybe. All I'm going to say is I might not be the best example, but we like to get things done. And things have got to get fixed. And the only way I'm going to get them fixed is to get out here and do it. And I want y'all to come along for the journey. All right? Have some laughs with us, because there will be plenty. Maybe I'll pass on a little piece of advice or wisdom, or don't try this at home. You're going to hear that a lot. okay? We are not OSHA approved here. This is private property. I'm fixing it in my garage, guys, okay? So if you're looking for the textbook, I'm probably not your guy. No. I'll be watching a YouTube video on how to do it before I do it. That's me. Anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to get us out of here. Look for more. Look for more. We're going to be coming out real quick. This weekend, we got some work projects going on. Try to get some footage on that. I've got to clean that garage out. And before I can clean that garage out, I've got to build right over here where the tractor's sitting. I got to build a tool room. I got to build an add-on. I've got the plans, got the resources right now. Sort of. Anyway, we're going to make it work. I'll take you along on that journey. We'll talk more about that then. Guys, the Homestead Garage. Hey, you got to fix it. And we're either going to fix it right or we're going to break it in really interesting ways. So until then, we'll see you on the next video.